When I chose to go back to 9 to 5, I thought that meant sacrificing my freedom and my time. I thought that meant upending my life and struggling through what was going to be in reality. But instead, it has taught me new lessons about balance, about boundaries, about creativity. So in this video, I'll be sharing the biggest lessons I've learned since going back into 9 to 5 corporate work. If I see my face on my content for the very first time, hello, my name is Sky, welcome to my channel. Over here, I talk all things productivity, minimalism, creativity, lifestyle, showing how I'm navigating life as a corporate professional while also running a creative business and enjoying business on the side. Everything is big, chaotic, but I keep everything easy and chill over here. So if you like the vibe, please consider subscribing. In my last video, I shared how and why I went back into 9 to 5, and I've had a few months now, it's settled to my new reality, and there's some things that I've learned along the way, things that I kind of already knew, while many other things are kind of new lessons that I've learned. One of the key things about 9 to 5 is that you have a lot of stability, you have a lot of things that are fixed, your schedule is fixed, your income is fixed, and you're just stable in general, right? Which is a little bit different from what you get freelancing or doing solo entrepreneurship. And now that stability has kind of given me mental space. I'm able to create more and pursue my business with more intention because I have mental clarity. I'm not anxious about what I'm going to eat. I'm not anxious about what my day is going to be, if I'm going to make a sale or not, if I'm going to make a new client or not. I have that calm and mental clarity that in turn helps me create better work and give my business even more value. So stability can be a tool for you to better your life and achieve more goals instead of it being sort of a hindrance. When you're a creative freelancer or a solo entrepreneur, you don't have a lot of boundaries. You have freedom, but you don't have boundaries. Let's say, for example, if you're selling on Instagram or have a website where you are booking clients, whenever you get a message or an inquiry from, prospective clients, or someone wants to buy something from my store, regardless of what time of day it is, I am tempted to respond. I'm tempted to sell because, again, I don't have control of the inflow of customers. So whenever I get a customer, whether I'm a creative business or my jewelry business, I have to respond, right? So I'm working around the clock. Even your space kind of also gets taken over by your work if you're freelancing. I can be editing, in bed, or I can be, carrying my stock around my kitchen. So you literally don't have a lot of boundaries when it comes to being a freelancer or a solo entrepreneur, right? But in 9 to 5, you have a lot of boundaries. You can cultivate more boundaries. You have to anyway. Let's say, for example, I know that I have to leave home at 6 or 7 a.m. the next morning. I'm forced to go to bed at a decent hour the previous night. I'm not up scrolling on Instagram looking for inspiration. I'm not up editing content until 12 midnight, 1 a.m. because I know that I have to sleep, get enough sleep, and wake up well rested and ready to go to work. So having 9 to 5 kind of gives me that skills or that tool and that confidence to draw strict boundaries. I know when I have to stop working in the day. I know that I cannot bring work from the office into the house. So when I close from the office work stays office. I can do 1 or 2 tasks here and there at home, but for the most part I have better boundaries compared to when I was just being a freelance creator and just running my business on the side. I've also learned that time management is not enough. You also have to do energy management. You have limited time in the day and also limited energy. Therefore, you have to know when to give what and how much of energy to give to what task. You don't have a lot of free time. You have no free time actually. Running 2 or more businesses means that you don't have a lot of free time. So whatever free time you have to use judiciously. Same with your energy. You don't have a lot of energy to expend on things that don't matter. So you're forced to narrow it down and zero in on what's important. For example, I'm filming this video right now during my lunch break. I know I have just 1 hour to film it and get it out of the way. So I'm forced to plan better, script these videos way beforehand, knowing that I have just 1 hour to execute this specific task. So I don't have to wait for when I'm inspired or when I feel like it or when things are perfect. No, I have just 1 hour in the day to shoot this video. I don't have a lot of time to worry about if it's perfect, if everything is in focus, things like that. So I'm forced to narrow in and zero in. You hardly find me just chatting on the phone or scrolling on Twitter, on Instagram, because again, like I said, you have limited energies, you have limited time. So whatever you use to fill in your free time has to make sense. At some point, I struggled with why and how come I have multiple interests and multiple talents and seem to have multiple passions. But now, coming back into 9 to 5 while still doing my creative work and running my business has given me confidence to claim my multifacetedness. Yes, I'm someone who has multiple interests, I have multiple talents, and this is making me know that I can do multiple things. You can do multiple things, you can pursue multiple things. Yes, they say jack of all trades, master of none, but actually you can be a jack of multiple trades and master all of them if you can just do the work and be very organized. I don't have to choose between stability and creativity. I don't have to choose between 9 to 5 or being a creative person. I don't have to pick or choose. You can have it all. You can have as much as you can. You can have much more than you can. And something again I've realized is that the more you have to do, the more you can do. I don't know if that makes sense, but the fact that I know I have to do 3 things, I'm able to do 3 things. I am doing 3 things, right? So it's a way to build capacity. You build capacity doing more than one thing, I've found, and that makes me in turn feel happy and satisfied with myself. So if you're confused of how to juggle or if at all you should juggle, you don't have to choose one. You can do all. You can do both. You can do 3 things. You can do 4 things. You can do whatever you want, essentially. Honestly, getting back to 9 to 5 hasn't been a silver bullet to solve all of my life's problems, but right now I feel better with myself. I feel more satisfied. I'm doing everything that I want to do. I'm doing all the things that I love, and I have the potential to triple my income, all things being equal, and all of these things put together makes me feel great. All right, so you don't have to choose. You don't have to pick one over the other. Let me know where you are in your career journey right now. Are you doing 1 over 2 or over 3? Are you juggling all? Whatever it is you're doing in your career, let me know in the comments. I'll be very happy to hear from you, and I'll be responding there. If you want to see how I'm juggling all of these 3 balls, doing 9 to 5 corporate work while also doing creative freelancing and also solo entrepreneurship, follow along my content, subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, leave in the comments, share my content, and of course stick around. I'm going to see you in my next video. In the meantime, take care.